Apple has started changing their iPhone release cycle on us, and you haven't even noticed it yet. As we all know, the new iPhone 16e has came out this year, and this is replacing the iPhone SE model. So instead of a special edition, now we're just getting an edition, an economic 16. But either way, this is taking the place of the new entry-level iPhone. And yes, I'm aware it is more expensive. I've made videos about this in the past, so I'm not gonna hash out the details there, but where I'm getting at is that if you want to get a brand new iPhone with the newest chip possible, which looks like it's gonna be every year now, this $600 price tag is your barrier to entry now. Which, side note, carriers are going to be the one that's offering these phones for free for 2-year contracts, etc., etc. But the point is, this is the new economically affordable, in context, iPhone to get into the ecosystem. But it coming out at the beginning of this year was not a fluke. That wasn't a mistake, because what Apple is going to start doing starting next year is change their overall release cycle based off of the model of the phone during that time. See, the lineup right now is we get an iPhone Plus, an iPhone Pro, and an iPhone Pro Max, and then that comes out all at once during the holiday season. Then historically, about 6 months later, we would get a new color for those iPhones to come out. iPhone 13 had the best color series, don't at me. And then every couple years, we would also get an iPhone SE. The problem is, Apple releases a new series iPhone only once a year, whereas their competitors are releasing new phones year long. So what Apple is now going to start doing is a strategic move to stay more relevant and competitive in this marketplace. In 2026, there is going to be no iPhone 18. There is going to be an iPhone 18 Pro and a Pro Max and this Air model and possibly even the new foldable iPhone, but no base model 18. Because in 2027, we are going to get the iPhone 18 and 18e coming out at the same time 6 months later. So that way they are now more relevant in the news throughout a 12-month span. And the cheaper phones coming out at the beginning of the year helps them stagger the release a little bit better while giving a more affordable option case, at least on paper. And all the Pro phones and the fancy phones will come out during the holiday season intentionally. Apple's very much taking a page from Samsung and Google here because it has worked well for them. And then for someone like me who's been getting the base model iPhones for the last 5 years, is going to be kind of forced into a position of, do I get the Pro phones sooner and get all the cool stuff, or do I get the more affordable option and get about 90% of the same experience and I just have to wait 6 months later? That's a tough position to be in, but it's also very strategically smart for Apple's case. Now it gives the illusion that Apple is releasing multiple phones at different times of the year, so now they look like they're more on pace throughout the year with their competitors of providing value to its target customer for these price ranges. As a customer, kind of frustrating because I'd rather have all my choices all at once and get as much time with that phone as possible, but at the same time, if I know I'm going to get a base model iPhone, this doesn't really change anything for me. But on the business side of my brain, I think this is a very smart move by Apple. And I like this change up in the release cycle lineup. Do you agree with me? Or is this making it more complicated? Because let's be real, you know what type of customer you are. If you're a guy who always gets the Pro Max, the most expensive every year or every other year, this isn't changing anything. But if you're someone who likes to get the most cost-effective iPhone for the same experience, like me, realistically, it shouldn't change anything, but also at the same time, now you gotta wait a little bit longer, so maybe you'll find more value holding on to an iPhone 15 or 16 or 17 a little bit longer. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.